Hey Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is Tina with 85th House Vibrations, and this is your monthly reading for February 18. Let's go ahead and address a couple things before I get started. We're dealing with a very low light situation, so I hope you guys can see the card. I filmed by two big windows, but it's really dark and rainy and cold here in Texas. Let's get this together. I'll explain what I'm doing in a moment. Happy New Year to everybody. Oh, the other thing I was going to address, I got a couple nails missing, guys. I hate it with a passion. But I just hadn't been in the mood to go out. They broke like both of them yesterday. And I hadn't been in the mood to go out with this weather. And just kind of the way I feel overall, to go get them done. And I probably will after I do these readings today. But just try to ignore it. Anyway, we're using the Tarot of Dreams by Serial Marchetti. And what I'm doing is the planetary spread, which is a spread that I used to do a little bit ago. You can look at some of the older videos that are more than a year old if you had a notion to, and you could see this planetary spread. Anyway, I'm going to try to keep hands off camera as much as I can because I don't want the nails all in the video. But I talk man, so it's difficult. Planetary spread. We'll get to what all of this means in a minute. We've got new moon in Capricorn, full moon in our sign. I'm Leo. We've got a solar eclipse happening on the 5th in Capricorn. What else do we want to talk about? Mars is in Aries. Mercury moves into Capricorn. Oh yeah, Mercury moves into Capricorn on the 5th, the same day of the eclipse. I just noticed that. Wow, I guess there's something very significant around communications. Oh, this looks fugly. Honey, okay. Anyway, I think it looks like something critical is going on around communications. Maybe around our work, or our elderly people, because Saturn. Let me start over. Mercury moves into Capricorn on the same day that we have an eclipse in Capricorn. Capricorn rules the 10th house. If you are into astrology, the 10th house is about our public standing. It's our contribution to society. It's how the world sees us. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, which is authority. It's elderly people. It rules the bones. I think the entire skeletal system. And Capricorn is generally known to be about work and provision. So Mercury, the planet of communication, of thought and intellect and skill, is moving into Capricorn. And it's going to be dealing with all those things I just mentioned. At the same time that we're having a solar eclipse in that same sign. So what I was trying to say before I got all tongue-tied is that there is something of great significance that will be happening in our lives as it pertains to those things. Okay, so moving along, Venus will move out of Scorpio finally, because it's been in there since before Christ. And it'll be moving into Sagittarius on the 7th, and Uranus goes direct. So yeah, that's that. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's talk about these positions. Let's talk about these cards. And let me try to keep my hands out of the spread. And this spread is leaning like the Eiffel Tower, but Jesus bless. Ooh, all right, baby. The Lovers reverse. This just came up in Cancer's reading in the same position. Leo, this is you. Maybe you are feeling like you made some bad decisions about somebody that you're romantically involved with. And you can be quite serious about it. For whatever reason, then the month of February. For those of you who are already in a relationship, you may be feeling like you don't want to be there. Uh, let's see what else we can find out. For those of you who might be looking for a relationship, um, I think maybe with the things that are coming your way, if things are coming your way, you're just like, yeah, no, I'm cool, I'm straight. And then for those of you who are looking for a relationship, there just be a situation where you just don't seem to be attracting anybody, which for Leos is strange. You're very magnetic individuals. Let's just say that whatever it is that is happening, it's all for the good. Something's happening. All right. And the moon position. Moon position, the moon, it rules your subconscious. It's what makes you feel emotionally safe and secure. The moon represents the mother. It's our personal relationships. Um, if I did I say the hallmark or the MF? Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is generally Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And she is very intuitively, emotionally, psychologically, creatively connected to whatever is going on in her home, with her family, with her personal relationships. She's loving, she's nurturing. Uh, she's got this. She's an enigma, and I use the pronoun she, but this could very well be a man. But this is drawn out as the feminine. She looks like a woman, so I'm going to use the pronoun she. All right. So she, as I said before, she's very connected in all the ways that I talked about, but she's a bit of an enigma. Even people that are very close to her feel like she is difficult to get to, difficult to understand. They understand that she loves them and that she cares for them and that she would fight a brick for them. But it's still just something about her that's so mysterious. That's almost it's almost far away. It's like the closer they get, the further away she seems, or the more mysterious she seems, or the more they feel as if they can't understand her. Okay, this is the card for the Mercury position, and this talks about our communications, our intellects, the way we perceive things. It talks about our skills and even our work life. This is Mars and Leo. Now, Mars has just moved into Aries, which is a fire sign, same as Leo. So, in communications, maybe even at your job, um, there'd be something that's going on like in your short distance travels, because Mercury rules the third house. Uh, and the third house is short distance travels, things that goes on, within your area. So for whatever reason, and this is Leo, so this has got to be coming from you. You are fighting your head off for something that you believe in, for something that is your truth. You're fighting your head off for it. And it looks like, so many of these coming around. This is 6 wands here. And maybe finding yourself feeling as if you have to stand up for yourself against the very people that really do admire you. Oh, wow. But just because a person admires you and they ride with you doesn't mean that there won't be problems. And you're finding yourself having to stand up to these problems. I almost feel like, even though these people are really, are the situations that you're fighting against, it's just maybe some conflict right now, especially in communications. You feel like for everything that they present to you, you have got to defend yourself. You're like, fuck that, playboy. No, 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 no. Let me tell you how I feel about this situation. And you have to put your foot down. You have to stand up for what you believe in. And I don't so loud. And you just feel like everywhere that you turn, is somebody coming at you. Somebody's coming for you. Okay, so in love and romance, this is the Venus position. we've got the Knight of Cups reversed. Oh gosh. Knight of Cups reversed. Oh boy. Okay, so Leo, they're not the knight in shining armor, at least this month that you thought they were. Somebody is a little emotionally unstable. It's back and forth, it's back and forth, it's back and forth. And I feel like the Knight of Cups in the upright position can also be that way, very because now knights are all or nothing. And I think what's happening is it may not necessarily be that they're not your knight in shining armor, or maybe it is, but you or this person, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, and it doesn't have to be, could just be somebody who is very emotional. And the Knight of Cups reverse could show a lack of a display of emotion, but it could be that you've been dealing with somebody and they don't really know what to do with you anymore because you are on the defense about everything. But don't get it twisted. You know what you know. The Queen of Cups, like I said, is very intuitively connected. So it's not as if she's on the wrong road. It just be that if she's fighting for a particular thing, and it's all cool, but somebody just doesn't know how to deal with the way that you fight. And as a result, they could be cooling off or just staying emotionally still because they don't know if they should love you or not. They feel like the more love that they give to you, the further away you get, right? Oh, wow. All right, Leo. In the Mars position, and this is the Mars position is how we fight. It's our desire, it's our passion, it's aggression. Mars in astrology generally rules the male, the boyfriend, brothers. But let's get into this. I don't know how all of these. Well, I was gonna say I don't know how these readings are turning into love readings, but shit, we started off right here, so there we go. Anyway, we have got the Judgment card. A final decision has been made. Wow. A final decision has been made where it pertains to your passions, your desires, maybe your boyfriend. Something was a wake-up call. I'm sorry to hear this, Leo, but something have happened that really changed you. And now your action is you made a final decision about something. Now, let's say this. That final decision could very well be that something happened, you were transformed, and you have made the decision to stick through it through and through. Or the final decision could be that you've made a decision that you just don't want to be there, and that's it for you. Okay. The Jupiter position is about it's our good luck, it's expansion, it's wealth, acquisitions. It can also be about your spirituality. Whatever Jupiter touch, it expands from your luck to your waistline. Jupiter in Vedic astrology rules the husband. Okay. We got the Eight of Coins reversed. This is a Sun and Virgo card. It's generally about the apprentice. He's an apprentice. He's somebody who's studying very intently. Something that, okay, as far as Jupiter rules Pisces and Sagittarius, so, maybe there was a point where you were focused on a Pisces or Sagittarius and you're not focused on that anymore. You don't want to put the work into that. You don't feel like it's something you can perfect. For some of you Leos who have been in a committed relationship, maybe a marriage, you have decided to leave that marriage behind, and that decision is final. Because you know what you know. And the Seven of Wands upright says you're not going to be a doormat, even if you go a little hard. You're not a doormat. You're standing up for what you believe, and it's the right thing. You could very well be leaving your knight in shining armor behind. You're just not focused on that anymore. In the Saturn position, which can be our obstacles, restrictions, setbacks, but it can also be it's an area where we learn responsibility. Excuse me. Saturn is elderly people and authority. Saturn rules Capricorn, and I told you we're having an eclipse in Capricorn, and Mercury's moving into Capricorn, and this is opposite what's going on over here with Mercury. So let's see what's up. Okay. Sun and Gemini card. This is the Swords. It's just too much. Yeah, it's too much. I think you feel like somebody just talks too much. It's like, ugh, come on, dog. Everything doesn't require a response from you. It hurts, but yeah, maybe you feel like every time you turn around, this particular person has got something to say, and it's like, man, no, 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 I'm cool, no, it's too much, it's too much, it's like, just shut up sometimes. Anyway, the outcome is Five of Swords. This is a Venus and Aquarius card. It's conflict. It's somebody. I mean, it's like you go real hard to take somebody down, or they go real hard to take you down. Right here with the Ten of Swords. Now, good news about this is, I mean, it's over. Final decisions. It's over. You know what you know. And I just feel like, Leo, in the month of weary, just over it. Over it. You feel like the conflict is going to continue. Venus, like I said, is our romantic partners, our desires. And Aquarius, which is ruled by Uranus and traditionally Saturn. Saturn can be about rebellion. And it's just a whole lot of talk, a whole lot of words that you just don't want to hear anymore. And, what can I say, Leo? You've made a decision. And that's that, at least for the month of January. And the outcome doesn't look any better. It doesn't look like this is going to ease up. The bottom line is that you just made a decision that you don't want to be there. You want to concentrate on another one of these coins. And Leo, it could be your health, or your finances, because these coins do rule those things. So maybe you just don't have time for the BS right now because there's something else that you feel like is more important, right? That's the way I see it. So if you'd like to get a personal reading with me, my information is in the description box below. You can hit me up on Facebook or Twitter if you're looking for a personal reading. And I think that's about it. If you're new, thanks for coming. And if you've been hanging out for a while, thanks for coming back. Hope to talk to you guys again next month.